Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance. We are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First play from scrimmage. Watson going to throw it. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. To throw is Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. Wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. On 1st and 10, Watson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And that's going to be caught from Browns. Touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 34. Gets this out wide to Pickens. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Back to throw, Watson. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And it's caught. Touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Browns are off to a 13-0 first-quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Now Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 34. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now it's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Here's Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. To the air yet again, Watson. And it's complete, right back to Ridley. Touchdown, Browns. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. At their own 23-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
But that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Jackson now. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On 3rd down, Jackson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now on 4th down, it's the punt team sending this one away. Here's Jones. We'll call that an even 50 yards on the punt, with 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, up past the 10. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Watson. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Watson. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Again, it's Watson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game, and the Browns continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good, and the route is on here in this first half. York taking off for the Browns. New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Jackson from the shotgun. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A gain there of 21 yards. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
He'll swing this out to Dobbins, and they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. And Jackson throwing once more. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Looking to throw. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A CD, they certainly have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Open man is Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Tucker's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
The Browns drive about to get started. On 1st and 10, Watson. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. From the 22, Jackson. They'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Browns are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. After the interception, here's Watson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now a 1st down throw, Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Watson on 1st down. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Watson. He's got it. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Watson now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. It's another touchdown pass for Deshaun Watson, his 5th of the afternoon. And the Browns are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York to kick off for the Browns.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one's pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Throwing is Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for the Baltimore Ravens. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Jackson on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On first and 10, it's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 33 yards that time. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They throw for it on 4th and goal at the 1, and the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started.
They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Watson.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. He's going to rifle one deep left side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. One last shot for Jackson. Flushed out right. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover.